In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily export a sequence from Premiere in a format that'll work on any computer, any phone. You can turn it into your professor's, you can upload it to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want. So let's get started. The first step is you want to make sure this little blue box is around the timeline down here. Now you can click around and the blue box will move. Because if you see, if I click up here and I go to File, Export, I can't actually do the export media option, which we need. So you have to make sure that your timeline is selected. So we'll go ahead and select it. Then we'll go back, File, Export, Media, or Control E if you want to use a shortcut. So we'll click Media, and now we're going to see the export window. So there's a lot of different formats, a lot of different presets you can choose from. There's reasons that you would use all of these ones, but for ease of use, today we're just, like I said, going to focus on how can I quickly export a video that'll work on just about anything. So we're going to go down to H.264, and in the preset tab, we're going to go down to YouTube 1080p. And the reason I chose 1080p is because my sequence is 1920 by 1080. So in this summary section right here, your source, this is your timeline down here. So as you can see, it says 1920 by 1080, 2997 progressive, and the audio information. So when we're exporting, most of the time you're going to want to make sure that this source is going to match your output right here. So if you choose the YouTube preset 1080p, it's going to make all of that match. There's a couple other things we can tweak down here to give it a little bit higher quality and a little bit better performance. So if we scroll down, you click render at maximum depth and use maximum render quality and use previews. Those three will give you a little bit faster of an encode and a little bit higher quality. Not much, you'd have a hard time telling the difference depending on what it is that you're exporting. So the final step is going to be this output name right here. If you don't change this, it's just going to put it in the same location as your project folder. So you might not want that. Just kind of view this as like a Word document saying file save as. I want to save it somewhere specific. So I'm going to click output name, and I'm just going to put it in this exports folder right here. Save. And so you see right here in the summary, it's telling you this is where I'm going to save it. And that's it. Then you just hit export. So one final tip, maybe you want to export just a small snippet of your timeline here just to kind of get a sense of what it's going to look like or what it's going to sound like. So what you can do is in here, if you push I, it'll give you a little highlight, and where you want it to end, you push O. So whatever is in between this highlighted area is what's going to export. So if I go back to File, Export Media, now you can see we have a very small segment. And that is a quick overview on exporting from Premiere. Thanks for watching.